Hello dear students, this is Pankaj Kapadia again. In this particular video, we are going to learn about the permanent magnet moving coil type relay. Okay, there are two types of moving coil relays, rotary moving coil and axial moving coil. But before moving further, I would like to tell you about some principle of moving coil. So as we all know that if these are the two magnets and if I place wherever current carrying conductor is placed in a magnetic field, okay, as you all know, आप सबको पता है कि N और S, ठीक है, ये आपकी मैग्नेटिक लाइंस हो गई, ठीक है, N to S, बिकॉज अगर मैं ये मैग्नेट कंसिडर करूँ N और S, ठीक है, ऐसे तो जो भी आपकी मैग्नेटिक लाइंस होगी विद इन द मैग्नेट जो है वो S to N होगी और आउटर साइड मतलब आउटसाइड ऑफ द मैग्नेट क्या होगी, ऐसे होगी अगर हम देखें तो, ठीक है, आउटसाइड ऑफ द मैग्नेट क्या होगा, N to S होगा और विद इन द मैग्नेट S to N आपकी मैग्नेटिक फील्ड लाइंस जो है वो ऐसे रहेगी. अगर इन बिटवीन दिस टू मैग्नेट्स परमानेंट मैग्नेट इफ आई प्लेस्ड वन करंट कैरिंग कंडक्टर, लेट्स से अगर ये कंडक्टर मैंने यहाँ पे रख दिया, ठीक है, ये कंडक्टर मैंने यहाँ पे रख दिया और ये जो भी लाइन से ऐसे जा रही है, अगर मैं इसको रोटेट करवाऊंगा देन इट विल एक्सपीरियंस सम फोर्स अकॉर्डिंग टू फ्लेमिंग लेफ्ट हैंड रूल. हम सबको पता है अगर हमें इसके ऊपर टॉर्क प्रोड्यूस करना है, अगर आप क्या करेंगे बोलिए, टॉर्क अगर मुझे प्रोड्यूस करना है तो क्या करना होगा, अकॉर्डिंग टू फ्लेमिंग्स लेफ्ट हैंड रूल. अगर हमको पता है लेफ्ट हैंड रूल में कैसा होता है, ये लेफ्ट हैंड है, अब देखते हैं यहाँ पे ये ऐसे, ठीक है, ये जो भी है फिंगर ये आपकी तरफ है, ये जो है ये यहाँ पे है ऐसे इस डायरेक्शन में और ये जो थंब है वो अपर डायरेक्शन में है, ठीक है. तो अगर ये फील्ड है, अगर ये फील्ड है तो ये आपकी तरफ जो आता है ये वो करंट है और ये क्या हो जाएगा, ये क्या हो जाएगा, ये डायरेक्शन हो जाएगी या फिर फोर्स हो जाएगा, ठीक है. चलिए देखते हैं, अगर ये कंडक्टर है, ठीक है, तो लेट्स से अगर यहाँ पे डायरेक्शन मुझे चाहिए तो डायरेक्शन जो है वो आपको पता ही होगा, ये अगर क्रॉस डायरेक्शन है, ये अगर डॉट डायरेक्शन है तो क्रॉस डायरेक्शन मतलब क्या होगा और ये डॉट डायरेक्शन मतलब क्या होगा, ये डॉट मतलब ये आपकी तरफ आ रहा है और ये क्रॉस मतलब ये जा रहा है, मतलब डायरेक्शन अगर ये मुझे ऐसे ये डायरेक्शन में मुझे चाहिए ऐसा टॉर्क प्रोड्यूस करना है तो ये जो डायरेक्शन है ये ऐसे हो जाएगी. तो ये आपके टू वर्ड्स हैं, ये अंदर जाती हुई लाइन है, ठीक है. तो ये जो हो जाएगा ये मेरा फील्ड है, तो ये जो आपकी तरफ आएगा ये करंट आएगा और ये जो अपवर्ड डायरेक्शन होगी उसकी फोर्स की होगी डायरेक्शन. सो ये आपका फ्लेमिंग लेफ्ट हैंड रूल है, आप सबको पता ही होगा, ठीक है. सो दिस इज हाउ वी आर गोइंग टू प्रोड्यूस द टॉर्क और रिक्वायर्ड टॉर्क एक्चुअली. फाइन. सो बेसिकली क्या होता है इस पर्टिकुलर मूविंग कॉइल टाइप रिले में, द मूविंग कॉइल रिले और इसे हम पोलराइज्ड, ठीक है, इसे हम पोलराइज्ड डीसी मूविंग कॉइल भी बोलते हैं. पोलराइज्ड डीसी मूविंग कॉइल क्यों बोलते हैं मैं आपको अभी समझाऊंगा. पोलराइज्ड मूविंग कॉइल रिले इज मोस्ट सेंसिटिव इलेक्ट्रोमैग्नेटिक रिले. सो बिकॉज ऑफ इट्स हाई सेंसिटिव or high sensitivity, this relay is used widely for sensitive and accurate measurement for distance and differential protection. And this type of relay is inherently suitable for DC system. In case if you want to use AC system, then you have to use rectifier for that. Okay. So although this type of relay can be used for AC system also, but necessary rectifier circuit should be provided in current transformer. So in a moving coil relay, the movement of the coil may be rotary or axial type. So both of them have been perfected to a large extent by the various manufacturers, but the inherent limitations of a moving coil relay remains that can be said to lead the current in and out of the moving coil system, which far reasons of sensitivity has to be designed to be very delicate. Okay, and between these two types of moving relay, axial moving type has twice sensitivity than that of the rotary type. Okay, we'll see as per this discussion that if I placed this particular circular disc or the conductor and if I placed this contact, okay, so I'm keeping moving contact here, fine, this is the moving contact and these are the fixed contact. So these are the fixed contact and these are the moving contacts, and this moving contact, if it rotate, then it will trip the circuit. So there are two contacts. So whenever the torque produced, it will rotate this disc and it will move in this particular direction and it will trip this circuit. Okay, fine. Is that clear? Okay. So based on that, we can say that force is what? F is equal to what? BI, L and N. This is the number of tons. This, assume it is having a n number of tons. So what is B here? It is the flux density, magnetic flux density. What is I here? The current. And L is the length of this conductor, So in the we have discussed about the electromagnetic attraction type relay. So in the electromagnetic attraction type relay, in that the torque is produced due to only current carrying conductor and it will attract an iron bar. That means in that case it is a single-handedly device. So based on that, we used to say that force is proportional to what? Current square. Fine, square of the current. So that's why the torque to weight ratio in that particular electromagnetic attraction type relay is very high. Okay, torque to weight ratio was very high in the attraction type relay. But in this case, there is a permanent magnet. So because of that permanent magnet, because of that, one extra term. What is extra term? B, magnetic flux density, is added. So if B that can be increased by the permanent magnet. Magnetic flux density can be increased by permanent magnet. So even the current is very small. If you can maintain more value of flux, so more value of force can be produced. So if force increases, that in that case so force is greater than the in this type of relay, force is greater than the force in the case of attracted armature type relay. Now I'll show you the okay, this relay, as you can here see that this is the rotary moving coil type relay. Okay, this is the basic and simple construction that I am showing you. This is also called as DC moving coil relay, and because it operates only on DC and it is polarized. Fine. So it is operated in either direction. So it is also costlier than induction cup or moving iron type relays. Okay, but it is having a high sensitivity like 0.1 MW. Fine. And because of that, it has very less burden, or VA burden actually. So as the value of B is more, the current is required to produce the required force or torque is very high. So F is proportional to what? BIL. Is that right? Fine. So let me tell you, this is the complete figure of rotary moving coil relay. So in this particular relay, it consists of two permanent magnet. It consists of permanent magnet coil and wound on a non-magnetic former, springs and spindle. So the coil is energized by the fault current. Let's say this is the trip circuit to the trip circuit contact. Okay, fine. And this is the moving coil. Fixed contacts are here, moving contact are here. If this coil is experienced a force, then it will move like this and it will energize, and this moving contact will make contact with this particular trip circuit contacts. Fine. This is the permanent magnet. Okay. So, due to the interaction of permanent magnetic field and the field due to the coil, moving torque is developed, and due to this, the spindle rotates and closes the trip circuits, and it has negative time current characteristics. Fine. Why? Because force is proportional to NH and L. So F is the force, N is the number of turns, and H is what? Magnetic field. I is the current in the coil, and length L is the length of coil. So here one term I have used, which is non-magnetic former. Non-magnetic former. If this construction is same as this construction, fine. Here I have not shown the coils, but this particular construction schematically I have drawn here. Fine. So consider this particular circuit, and in this particular circuit, these are the two magnets. One spindle is given, Jewel bearing for decreasing for the purpose of decreasing the friction. This iron core and this moving contacts are given over here. So why we are using non-magnetic former, which is based on aluminum and copper, made up of aluminum and copper. So to decrease the weight of the rotor, we are using non-magnetic former. So it will provide and also it will provide required damping torque. Okay, it will provide required damping torque over rotor. Why damping torque is required? When input is continuously oscillating, then you may require the damping torque. Fine. To damp that oscillations. So inside a small iron core, as you can see here, this is the iron core is given over here to produce the reluctance, and rotor will be connected to spindle, and spindle will be housed on Jewel bearings. Fine, to reduce the friction. So moving contacts, when this coil is energized, and this will trip the circuit, and moving contact will move. Fine. So there is that in order to produce required controlling torque or to opposes in torque, because it needs two torque. First torque is what? The operating torque, and second one is what? Opposing the torque using the spring. Okay, then spring is made up of phosphor bronze spiral spring, so it will have a linear characteristics actually. Fine. So let me draw the characteristics like this. It will be having a inverse time characteristics. This is the time versus current. So if this is the pickup value, so once the pickup value crosses the torque that is produced because of the torque produced is proportional to current. So when the current increases, force will be increases, and the time required to operate the coil or operate the relay will be less. So it will be having characteristics like this. So this is all about the permanent magnet coil, wound or permanent coil wound relay. Fine. Or you can say rotary moving coil relay. Now moving further with axial moving relay. Now okay, so this is how the axial moving coil relay is shown. So whenever a coil is kept near the magnetic field, flux will be produced by coil, so that flux can be produced in such a way that it is opposing a main field flux. So automatically it will experience some force opposing the force. Fine. So depending on how the current is passing through the coil, you will experience experience the attractive or repulsion force. Okay, attractive or repulsion force. So this is more sensitive, 0.03 second, actually 0.03 second operating, then more sensitive. Fine. These are the if you pass that the current in such a way that the torque is produced in the conductor. like if I have to show the conductor, so this is how the conductor is placed. Fine. So it has actually suspended coil wound on a former, and the coil has only axial movement. Okay, when the coil is energized by the current, magnetic field is developed, and this magnetic field is repelled by the already existing permanent magnet, and due to this, contacts get closed. And this relay is more sensitive and faster than the rotary moving coil relay, and this relay has inverse operating time characteristics also. Fine. So let me show you the cross section area. If I draw, let me tell you that if this is the cross sectional area of this particular, and let's say this S and N, the permanent magnet, these are the permanent magnet. Now if the conductor are placed here, so this is the cross section. If you pass the current in such a way that the torque produced in the conductor, so the current direction will be like this. If this is N and this is S, so this is based on the right hand thumb rule. So right hand thumb rule, or you can say curl rule. So thumb here, and the direction of the particular current will be like this, and the direction of this particular is like this. So it will experience some repulsion, so the direction of force will be like this. Okay, and the contacts move and they trip the circuit. So this is based on the right hand thumb rule. So if you hold your coil in such a way that with your hand, that your curl finger indicates the direction of current passing through the coil, then the thumb indicates the direction of magnetic field, like this. Okay, like this. Okay, so this is how the curl rule, right hand thumb rule actually. So you hold your coil in such a way that with your hand, that your curl finger indicates the direction, this direction, like this, okay, like this. So the direction of the current will be like this. Okay, current passing through the coil, and then the thumb indicates, this thumb indicates the direction of magnetic field, like this. Okay, like this. If you wound the coil, अगर आपने coil जो है wound इस तरह से की है, ऐसे, तो डायरेक्शन जो भी करंट की होगी, ये इस तरह से होगी, इस तरह से होगी, और थंब की डायरेक्शन में जो होगा, थंब के डायरेक्शन में जो भी होगा, वो आपका क्या होगा, फोर्स हो जाएगा. ठीक है. तो बेस्ड ऑन दैट, अगर यहां पे मैं देखूं, तो अगर ये एन और एस है, ये एन और एस है, तो फोर्स की डायरेक्शन जो भी होगी वो क्या होगी, ऑपोजिट होगी. दोनों से क्या होगी, ऑपोजिट होगी. तो ये क्या है, ये दोनों, ये यहां पे हमने ड्रॉ किया हुआ है. Fine. So it will produce repulsion or repulsion force. Okay. So the direction of force कैसा होगा, रिपल्शन होगा दोनों के बीच में, और कांटेक्ट जो भी है वो एनर्जाइज होगा, और ये ट्रिप सर्किट जो है वो ट्रिप हो जाएगा. फाइन. सो दिस इज हाउ योर एक्चुअल रिले वर्क. ओके, आई रिपीट दैट हाउ डज इट वर्क. It has actually suspended coil wound on a former. Fine. And the coil has only axial movement. When the coil is energized by the current, magnetic field is developed in this magnet, particularly this magnet, and repelled by the already existing permanent magnet. This is the already permanent magnet. Fine. Existed permanent magnet. Fine. So when the coil is energized, this coil is energized by the current, magnetic field is developed in this magnetic field and is repelled by the already existing permanent magnet. Due to this, contact gets closed. Fine. So this is all about the axial moving coil. So this is the axial moving coil. This is the rotary moving coil. Okay. Thank you.